Hello and welcome to Space Engineers 2. Yes, first time on this channel. I'm a little late to the party because I have work in real life to do. But no, here we are in the vertical slice 1, all ready to go. Now, a few disclaimers here and there because I've got this on a external hard drive just for a little test to see how well it actually handles. And I will include the full load screen of me going from the main menu into this world at the very end of the video in case you're interested. And while spoilers, it's actually not that bad. In fact, the whole game running in its current state seems perfectly reasonable on a very slow hard drive. Yes, here we are on Vertical Slice 1 where, well, I'm not really going to be rehashing much of what other YouTubers have already done, but no, what I plan to do today is to see the extent of the destruction I can cause in this world by blowing everything up. But first of all, we will have a little tour around this place to see how it goes. And I suppose what we'll do before we go any further is come in here, come to settings, and here are the graphics I'm currently using. I can put this onto high, it's not really much of an issue, but it will be an issue in the future, especially when it comes to planets, so it does bring me to about 7 gigs of VRAM, but now on medium it's only hovering about 3 to 4, which is perfectly fine. Here we go. So yes, my first impression of this game is, well, it's extremely pretty to look at. It looks, wow, which is completely unlike anything in Space Engineers. Everything from the sunlight, the way the glass reflects stuff, from the way surfaces reflect stuff in general, and just the overall look of it is just absolute magnificent. Yes, we're gonna go, I suppose we'll come up to this place first of all, have a little look around here. Unfortunately, we can't interact with anything over here. Oh god, I've got the wrong thing open, so I just blew that up. Yes, we can't interact with anything currently, so we can't open up containers, you can't close up doors. It's extremely bare bones with what you can do with it, but no, it is just a nice little thing that we can wander around in, build stuff up, or just blow stuff up, which is what I'm planning to do with this video. Around here, here's the doorway, we can't interact with it. We can interact with these by pressing F, and that will open up a menu for you to play around with. Can't do anything in this menu. Well, can't do anything with it yet. We can just walk through here. Buttons on everything. Yes, it looks like on pretty much anything we will be able to hit a big red power button to manually turn it off without needing to go into the menu itself, which is a very nice change from Space Engineers 1. I know all that, walking through here. Now come across to where these little ships are sitting is very, very reminiscent of the original Space Engineers before they started updating with all the DLC packs and everything else, way before my time of actually playing this game. No, looking around here, just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, over to here, suppose we can get into this ship, take it off, here we go. In fact, first person view, there we go. So yes, we've got a nice little HUD set up. It's a little bit less cleaner than Space Engineers 1 in my opinion. There's a lot more going on here that isn't really that explained. I don't know whether it is just I'm so used to Space Engineers 1 at this point. No, this does feel quite odd. I'm sure they'll fix that up later on. But no, when you fly this thing around, I put it to miles per hour because that's what I'm used to in the UK, and we just slam it into the back here for a nice big plonk. And you see on the top right hand corner, we do get a little tooltip telling us how much PC we just freed up by doing that, which is jolly good stuff. Then at the front there, we see all the damaged blocks, which, well, isn't too much. No, fly around here, it is really sluggish to fly around. I'm very used to ships being very zippy, but look at the trails at the back there for the ion thrusters. Just absolute glorious stuff. So I suppose what we'll do is just slam it into the asteroid for old time's sake. So here we go, 70 miles per hour, and we just bounce away. That's something you're going to notice a lot in this vertical slice, is high-speed collisions don't really seem to do too much to the ship. It's very hard to explain what's going on with it, but it seems to be you have to hit it in very certain areas to actually get the big crumpling effects like we used to in Space Engineers 1. Anyway, back down I go. There we are. We now got this mining ship down here. Look at these big old drills. I absolutely love these things. These are glorious compared to the other drills in Space Engineers 1. They're very much like the big old modded drills. I can't remember which mod it actually is, but look at that. They're just so meaty. Anyway, into here. Here we go. All the way up. We can control these ones, luckily, so we can actually do some mining. But yes, here's another little complaint I currently have, is the camera. The camera has some kind of acceleration to it. So when you go to move it, it suddenly speeds up and suddenly slows down. It's not as responsive as it was in the first game, but no, I'm sure they'll actually change those settings later on, or at least add settings for you to change it, because currently it's very bare bone in the menu. So into here, all we can do is control the game, the UI, display, graphics, and audio, no actual control setups. Anyway, here we come up to this asteroid, do a bit of mining Space Engineers 2 for the first time, and there we are. And yes, as you saw, the camera did ping towards the asteroid, which was part of what I was mentioning just a moment ago with the camera being a little bit odd where it starts to accelerate. Here you come all the way forward, you get a big flame effect. Not too sure if it's meant to have a flame effect like that. But no, here come all the way forwards. We're going to do now the right mouse button. Big hold time. Cross there. And there we are all the way through. Put some lights on. There we are. It's a lot better inside here. And there we go. It's very odd. I don't know how to explain this compared to Space Engineers 1. Very rough. It's very rigid as it drills through this thing. It's not the smooth effect of the other drills in Space Engineers 1, but I suppose that is kind of the aesthetics they're going for in this. Much more rigid, much more harder, and more true to life, or at least what I believe would be true to life if you're drilling through an asteroid. And we're going to reverse this thing out. Here we go. It's going to be quite hard to do, but look at all that effect on the asteroids. I suppose it is going to be compressed as shit when it gets uploaded to YouTube. But no, out I come. If I can come out. So just going to slam it down here. There we go. Popping out of here. And there we are. So yes, the platform did not take any damage. The ship did not take any damage from that. Unlike Space Engineers 1, which would have taken damage. But no, I'm going to hide this. Let's mosey around on the big red ship before I actually start to blow this thing up. Just jetpacking away. Down I come. And suppose what I'll do here, yeah, this is the snapping effect of third person and first person. Is very, very odd. Anyway, through here, once again, we cannot close up the doors. But here we are, that's a massive reactor there, give it a nice little power. Round to here, what is this? Look at the refinery, it looks so odd. Come on, light. There we are. Yes, walking through here. Got our windows. All the way down. And it's just such an odd little thing. Here we go, here's a large gyroscope. We see our pitch, and we see our yaw, and our roll, which is circling around there. And then over here is a button panel, which of course we can't actually interact with. Through here, the lighting as well is fantastic in this. Look at this, the way it just glows up. And this is without ray tracing. Through here, look at all this. Look at the way the shadows work all the way there. Look at the way the lighting works up here. Put on my lights. There we go. It just looks absolutely fantastic. Just a generational leap, which is to be expected. And well, considering the way it looks, considering the way all the effects are going, it's a surprise at how well this thing is actually running on my PC. It's basically running almost on par with Space Engineers 1 when actually looking at how it's being utilized, and of course the temperature and all of that. Anyway, up to here, there should be another way around. There we go. Yes, the camera and turning around in first person view is a little bit sluggish depending on what surface you're on. Just spinning around here, don't know whether it translates to the visual itself, definitely translates to the actual mouse controls. It's a little bit sluggish here and there where it feels like I should have been able to make it full 360. But for whatever reason, you only make a 180. Up to here. And then, oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about. I should have made a full 360 there. For whatever reason, it did not allow me to do it. So yes, I'm going to put that down to a bug, which will be ironed out later on. Through there. Look at the effects on the windows. Through his parts. Jetpack, and have a look up here. Got a lovely little warning label over there saying danger, no entry, authorized personnel only. And through here again, we now got a front section, which you can decorate if you want to. Of course, there is very limited stuff in here, so looking crossed, yeah, it's not really too much actually going on. Anyway, yes, we've got very limited supply of blocks, that's to be expected, and what they announced. So I suppose you could do something by using these smaller blocks. Come over to tab number 1. Yes, you can just try and make a little chair out of this. There we go. And that's what I'm calling a chair in Space Engineers 2, because of the way it's been set up. Because of the way it's been done, I can always undo that with Control Z. Look at that, absolutely fantastic stuff to be able to undo stuff. But there we go, that's what I'm calling a chair in Space Engineers 2. I suppose what I can do here is, if I can, there we go, rotate this around. It's quite annoying to rotate stuff, because unlike before, you don't use the page up, page down, all that. You use Control and then WAS to actually do it. So you use W to lift up and down while holding down Control. That'll do. Into that corner, not quite the right block, but there we are. I've just made a small little chair, which is basically going to pale in comparison to anything else any other YouTuber has made already in Space Engineers 2. But yes, really good stuff with that. In fact, what I'm going to start doing now is just deconstructing everything. So tab number 2, give me this, and of course the paint gun. First what I can do is this. There we go, we start painting it all grey. And then we've got this fine little tool right here, which is going to be the debug gun tool, where you can just start shooting stuff and see how the damage has actually changed, or how the damage formula has changed in this game. Look at that, we get lots and lots of particles, lots and lots of fire. Not too sure what's actually on fire out there, I believe it is a thruster. But look at all that stuff, can ping it, there we go, and split it into more. And there we go, going to keep shooting that. And there we go, that thruster is now gone. Goodbye chair, we hardly knew ye. Walking through here. And yes, the destruction model in this game is bloody fantastic. That's what I wanted to focus on today, just walking through here, blowing everything up. Look at the way it just deconstructs itself. Oh, and I believe the game could have crashed there. The game might have crashed. And yep, there we go, the application, well, the application says it's crashed, but I can clearly see it running in the background, so I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so here we are back in the world. Hopefully it hasn't desynced the entire video, but here we go one more time on the platform. Just shooting it. And there we are with the steel blocks being deconstructed. In fact, to this ship, deconstruct this, there goes the drills. Look at all the parts just flying away everywhere. There we go. And getting a bit closer over to the fire. Shooting that, there we go. I can see combat being absolutely fantastic in this. Look at that, I know this gun's probably going to be overpowered compared to the actual weapons itself, or at least I would hope it would be overpowered compared to the weapons itself. But imagine combat, imagine seeing your ship being basically deconstructed block by block, piece by piece, having all the parts just flying away in front of your eyes. That'd be bloody glorious, especially on large ships, especially on large battleships, much bigger than that, of course if the game can actually support it. No, just going to keep shooting that. You can see above my toolbar, the PCU count is decreasing. And there we are with the poor drill ship, just while in a very poorly condition, coming all the way up to it, putting on my lights. Look at that, it's absolutely fantastic. I could just play this all day, just destroying everything. I can't wait for them to add the workshop to this, which should be very soon. And I believe they have said they are bringing back the Steam workshop, which is going to make it very easy to download stuff once again. But no, here's this other ship that's going to blow this up. There goes the, look at the landing legs. I just removed the front section on there, shooting that. It just crumples into tiny little pieces. It's so good just to blast stuff with this. Shooting that, there goes the Gatling guns. Onto the side. What I can do is come up to this glass. In fact, let's go shoot the solar panel. Shooting this in the corner. There we go. There was a little flash there, as you saw. It did change models suddenly. So that's how they're getting around the actual deforming of the blocks. Removing that. I just removed the back panel. Look at that. I just half deconstructed. So we've got proper up there. But now it's just been completely and utterly destroyed into little pieces. And there we are. Now just pinged it into the background. What can I do over here? Let's go and destroy this. There we are. There goes the window. Destroying the chair. Oh, looks like I lost the chair, but I still got the control panel right there. How about the bum panel? That just blows up all of a sudden. Oh, the medical bay. Yes, you can't interact with this like everything else in this. But let's try and get rid of that wall. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, the panel's still there. I can still access... Wow. Okay, hats off to you, Keen. You can still access the medical room with the block being half destroyed. Of course, it's now been cleaned up. And, well, now the rest of it has gone. Can I still access that? Can I come up to this and access that? No, I cannot. That's now all gone. So back down into this room. I suppose what we'll do is now try and get rid of this. No, it's now going to just disintegrate to tiny little pieces. Now going to blow it all up. There we go. How about this? How about the reactor up there? Oh, I think that was the gravity generator. My mistake. But now that is just shooting out fire absolutely everywhere. That's terrifying. That's just going to shoot that. That came away in basically one piece. But how about the cargo containers? Let's go and shoot that. Oh, that just blows up suddenly. That one also blows up suddenly. What about this? This is a reactor. That's a reactor. That would have been the gravity generator. And there we... Oh, wow, look at that. All the green smoke coming out. So I'm actually really glad they kept green smoke in this. That's so unique the reactors in Space Engines 1. Shooting that. It's gone. And there we are. Oh, wow. Lights sort of just blow up all of a sudden. Where's another light to test that on? Through here, through the wibbly wobbly floor. And is there another light for me to play around with? We've got a doorway here. You can just remove parts of the door. The actual parts here are interactable, which is very good stuff. Unlike before where you had little bits of wreck, bits of scrap flying around, which were not an issue, in this they are a bit of an issue because they can block you from walking through places. So through there. And there we go. I'm trying to be a bit careful to make sure the game doesn't crash, because I was hoping just to walk around through here and actually blow everything up. But here we come, over to here. So this is a big old refinery. Yes, that is the refinery. I've got that one correct. So let's go and shoot that bit up there. That's gone. Oh, we lost our refinery section right there. Shooting that. That's not blown away. Shooting that. That's not blown away. And look at that. That's now just all gone. Oh, there's a light. Let's go and shoot this, see if it explodes. Yes, it does. Well, how about that? Tiny interior lights are improvised explosive devices, if you want to do that. I'm actually getting a very bad idea which will guarantee to crash the game. I'll probably do that in another video, just to try and save this recording. But how about a large ship The ship is basically a giant square. On the front of it is a bunch of interior lines. Like there's no gap spare, just loads of interior lines, then you slam it into stuff to see how it explodes. No, over here, shooting that thruster. Shooting that. There we go. Up to here, shooting these. Look at that. Glorious stuff. I could do this for hours. I suppose what I can do, in fact, what I will do, being that is sort of in, well, I can't actually repair that up. Can I repair it up? No, I cannot. I'm going to come up to the chair. Hopefully I can still fly this thing around. And I believe I have been waffling on for quite some time, so what I am planning to do with this is slam it into another ship to see how it crumples. Yes, reversing this thing up. Here we come. Being very mindful of that asteroid. Once again, the camera is being very odd and not very intuitive with the way it's controlling. But here we come, in miles per hour. I'm reversing at 170 miles per hour and is ever increasing. Here we go. So yes, bearing in mind, once again, this is on a very slow external hard drive connected by USB 3, 5400 RPM. This is my usual SSD, just because I wanted to test out. Lining myself up to the main body of the ship. Here we go for the end of this thing, and here we go for the end of this video. So yes, for the vertical slice 1, there's still a fair amount of stuff you could do in this. There's a lot of building you can do. I've seen some fantastic creations on the Reddit, and of course the Steam Workshop screenshots page. There's a lot of stuff you can play around with this thing, and a lot of stuff has been opened up thanks to being able to use small blocks on a large grid. But here we go into that ship, and look at that big old explosion. Yes, the game did handle that. And flying away from here, what has happened? In fact, I've bring the free camera all the way over, because the free camera is in this, although you can't really control too much with it. You can still zoom it up and down, can't really control the left and right. But here we come all the way around. What kind of damage have I dealt to this? Putting on my lights did not really help. I wish I could bring the sunlight back around, but of course you can't access that menu because it doesn't exist. But look at that. So we've got our railings hanging off. Over here we can see fire on the inside. A bunch of gyro tubes are still in one piece. Can I use this? No, I cannot. Go grab on my character. No, I can keep shooting into here. And there we are with destruction. So it doesn't really crumple into itself like in Space Engines 1. It sort of just takes each block as it comes and destroys them and deforms them as it needs to, rather than just sort of like forgetting and blowing everything up. But no, I could just keep blowing stuff up all day, and I suppose I will just leave it here. So my opinions on this is that it's a bloody good start. It looks very sleek. It's very clean overall. I really like the way the game has been presented in this. It's so clean and very pristine compared to Space Engines 1. And the destruction model as well. I can see a lot of fun coming out of this. Well, as long as they actually fix the crashing issue when you do too much. Yes, I will just touch on, I can see why some people are disappointed with what this is. It is very, very limited what you can do. But no, if you just want to build with a unified grid system and have fun with the destruction model, then I believe it is firmly worth the price they are asking for. And no, I was not giving this for free. I bought it myself because I wanted to play with it. Anyway, yes, that's it for this video. I hope it was enjoyable to watch. And I'll be back with a Space Engines 1 video on Friday. I won't do a survival video or do another showcase, because this is kind of taking the slot of the survival video. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll be back with another video somewhere soon. Bye bye.